honey. You can melt down some brown sugar if you want to spend all day doing that, or you can just add a little honey to it. The juice of the pineapple will soak into the meat. And we already got our oven on, so let's throw it in. On 325. Now this we can put in the microwave. And put up some of our stuff so we don't have to do it later. The spray and the honey back to the pantry. The rice and our salt and pepper somewhere need to go near their home. That way when Mama comes home we don't get fussed at. I'll add a little bit more broth to this. This I'm going to shoot in the microwave. And I'm not really going to put it in the microwave to get it hot for ready. I'm just going to put it in here for a little bit to make sure it's completely thawed, so when I need it, I only need to put 2 minutes on it. So that'll thaw it out for me. Now it needs a couple of plates. This needs to go in a container so we can save that for later when we make something else. Lid didn't fit. Going through the lid hunt. Throw this in the refrigerator. You'll see that our pork chops are cooking in there nicely. I'm getting hungry. I'm ready to eat. So far we're about 12 to 15 minutes into cooking. Not supposed to peek on the rice, but just check, make sure it's not boiling over or burning. Microwave went off. So I'm just going to leave that in there, and then I'm going to start it for 2 minutes when we're 2 minutes away from making the plates. I'm going to have some good food. So we're cleaned up. We got our rice on. We got our pork in the oven. We got our spinach and onion in the microwave. We got our plates. Now we can do some dishes. Get these things out of the way. Because if you have a herd of children like me, know that they're just going to keep multiplying. That's the dishes, not the children. Let's see. The only thing we don't have is dessert. What do you think about dessert? Can you do some dessert? Do not put knives in the sink. They're bad. My kids do it all the time. I can do a little dance entertainment for you, or not. So, you like my shirt? It's a nice shirt, isn't it? then if we continue to do this, we'll set food out for tomorrow, so it's already thought out for us. Go to the store, figure out what we're going to buy, make it really easy to cook, clean up. Spend some time with your family, sit down and eat with them. It's a good thing to do. Now we're almost there. Turn that down a little bit so it doesn't burn. We actually can turn it off now because you can see that there's not that much liquid in there. So we just want to keep it warm. So if we turn it off, the burner will cool down in a minute or two. The pan will stay warm. All we're really waiting on is the chops. And as long as you don't burn yourself, and when you get used to when things are finished, you can put your finger in there and touch them. We're close, maybe another 2 or 3 minutes. So I will go ahead and start the spinach. Nice rainy day out there. So I'm going to turn the spinach on. Basically what I'm trying to do is make food that's quick, tastes good, because fast food just doesn't taste good anymore. It's all the same and makes you feel heavy and tired. So if we can do a meal start to finish and not, this is how you do it. Oh, and look, amazing, I have one in the oven already prepared. We're not going to do it that way. We're going to do it the right way. So, now we wait a few minutes. Do a little rice fluffing. Add a little bit more of this. Good, good, and good. I need a hot pad. Yeah, I knew that. I was just testing myself. Alright, let's see where we're at. Now, the best thing about food like this is somebody calls and says they're going to be 15 minutes late, turn off the oven and leave it in there. It's going to stay warm. And it's still going to be just as good as if you took it out right away. 10 more seconds on the spinach. We got steam. So the best thing about a meal like this is if it doesn't all get eaten, we're going to use our cutting board here in just a second, and we're going to cut up a chop, cut up some spinach in there with it. If you have a flour tortilla at home, you can roll it up, take it for lunch the next day. It's quick, it tastes good. Leftovers are the best. Time for the flavors to get acquainted with each other overnight. And let's get the chops out now. So, need to check to make sure that they're done. Everybody likes eating raw pork chop. And let me see here. Where's need the knife? Go for the fat one, and they're not quite done yet. Let's throw it in again. bed. So this is definitely enough rice for 4 to 5 people, depending on how big your eaters are. And this is all stuff that was in this kitchen that was just waiting to be put together. So we've got soup, frozen spinach, some rice, some canned pineapples, and some pork, and some honey, and that's it. And we're probably about almost 20 minutes into it. And we've got the pork out here. Go with one of the smaller pieces because we definitely know that they're cooked. And to finish it off, we can put a little bit of this juice on there. And that's it. There's dinner. So the last thing we can do real quick, just to show you, is take this meat, put one over here on the cutting board, put your pan underneath on top of the hot pan. If the food's really hot, use your knife. Just cut you some strips off, like that. If you have a flour tortilla, or you just want food for lunch, put this in there. Roll that up in your flour tortilla. Let's see if we got one. Looking in the fridge. There it is. Tortillas work much better if they're just warmed a little bit. Make sure you take off this guy because he doesn't